boom, chicka boom. God damn it, that's so stupid. That's so stupid.
Oh, hey, beautiful people. Sorry, I just realized my headset wasn't on. Let's bring up the music a little bit. All right, so what we got here is Bach. I'm going to go ahead and start coloring this guy. Kind of already started doing some colors. I think I'm going to go with I just need to do some shadows and highlights. Let's first work on this guy. Actually, his face. Yeah, no. Yeah, the face. Zip, what are you doing? Look. The front. We got the Bach head. All right, let's put the Bach head. We got our flats, our lines. I have no idea what this is. All right, let's label this stuff because I don't have it labeled. Lines, flats with a Z because it's cool, and then we're gonna call this shad for shadows. We're gonna go with I'm thinking like a purplish pink, almost a magenta color. We're gonna go with the purple here. I'm going to use a lasso tool. We're going to just start. Well, actually, before we do that, let's go with a soft. Well, not soft around. We're going to use this dry gouache brush. Dry gouache brush. Man, I'm having a hard time speaking today. Hey, Sophie! Have you ever heard of Captain Laserhawk? I just started watching Captain Laserhawk, and Bullfrog is already my favorite character. I feel like I've heard that before. I'm gonna Google it real quick on my phone. By the way, hello. Let's see. Captain Laserhawk. No, I never even seen this. I thought I heard of this. I feel like I've seen it on Instagram, but I thought it was like an indie project that wasn't done yet. A Blood Dragon remix. Is this part of a Far Cry? Was this a Far Cry game? Anyways, this looks really cool. I'm gonna have to look it up. Unless I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'm seeing a guy with a robotic arm and robotic eye. It says a Blood Dragon remix. So, has Raymond in it? Okay, never mind. I have no clue where this came from. But it looks like it's coming on Netflix on October 19th. Hey, John the One Johnson, my homie. What is up, dude? Just kind of go around. Clean that up. I'm gonna turn this into a multiply. Lower that opacity down to 30%. I like that. Switch to this soft round brush. Just gonna start painting. Hold on, I guess I need to bring up the brush density a little bit. That looks good. At work, trying to stay awake. Oh man. Sophie, it's already on Netflix because it's I was watching it before you came on. Oh, really? All right, I don't have to look it up then. Really? So since this is just like a static image, I'm going to color this uh, a different way than I normally color things. Because this is like much nicer and and takes more time. And I don't know, I'm gonna feel like taking a little bit more time with this one. Let's see. And if I don't like it, then I'll just go back to my basic um what do you call it? Coloring, two-tone shading coloring. So I'm using the lasso tool and I'm just kind of selecting the area that I want to color, and then from the side that's the darkest, or the darkest part of what I'm shading, I'm starting a brush stroke of this soft round brush. This guy and his bumpy head. Boom. There we go. Hopefully, y'all having a good day. Even you, John, even though you're sleepy, you sleepyhead. But now I get it. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. If you haven't seen it recently, I did this Spider-Man piece that's been making the rounds on the internets. Not the normal internet, but the one with the S, the internets. People are just gonna leave from my stupid fucking jokes. But anyways, check it out if you get a chance. Today I decided to redraw some of my old characters that I made a long time ago. That's awesome. That's always great. Revisiting old characters. That is my jam. I do that a lot. But you gotta be careful. Because then you just do that and you don't move forward. That Spider-Man piece is the best. Oh, thanks! Yeah, I was really surprised how well it came out. I think I mentioned that before with you, but it was I don't know. I was planning on just making it very simple and just having a little Spider-Man punching, but ended up becoming way more. Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. Way more than I was originally planning, which is not a bad thing. The fuck? I did all this on the same layer. Alright, I didn't mean to do that. Or maybe I can just kind of still work with it like that. Yeah, we're gonna try to still work with it with that. I just not a big fan. Yeah, let's undo all that. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back to the front and just work on this, because that was kind of made me mad. Me messing that up like that. Okay, we're gonna get rid of his little skirt. Start off with the soft round brush, like we did before. I'm just gonna go around the edges. The reason why I'm doing this is because whenever you look at an object, what's in front of you is kind of like has the most light, especially if light's already kind of pressing up on it. So the edges is would have a slight shadow because it's further away from your eye. Not like 100% like that, but it's a cheat, I guess you can say. I wasn't feeling too 100% today. That's part of why I think I took so long. Part of me was like, I don't want to do this right now. But you just gotta. Gotta. Whoa. Ah, stop it, Zip. Stop it. Probably wondering, why are you using soft shadows for everything? Surely you jest, Zip. And I say no. I don't jest. I juiced. I don't know. Stupid. Stupid. I'm sorry. I too am tired. I got woken up a little earlier than I wanted to. Now I get to use this gouache brush. Every single time I look at this character, though, I laugh because of his murderous pigtails. Ooh, I forgot. I can do this. Let's undo that. We're gonna grab a symmetry tool, and I can just use this to paint both sides of. What the hell? Oh, this guy makes my workload a whole lot faster. Yeah, why didn't I do that? Come on, Zip. Also, I don't think I should be trying to experiment with commission. Just need to get it done. My cat dragged a chipmunk in the house the other day. I had to pry it out of her mouth. Then I buried it in their yard. But yeah, the cat. She's a little murderer. I don't know why I told you that story. Felt like I needed to just say something to clear the dead air. It looks super saturated right now, but it's okay. We are going to fix that when we fix our layer options. I forgot how intricate this guy was. I'll be honest, I completely had forgotten about this piece. It wasn't until recently when I was reminded again that I was like, oh shit. I gotta get on it. I'm kind of painting this as if the light is like directly above them, mostly, with some bounce light around the sides. But yeah, that's my current train of thought when it comes to this. So the client said he wanted this completely colored. Normally I don't color like fully in my turnarounds. But the client needed it, he said, for his 3D modeling and understanding the color. So I was like, alright. My chat keeps making a like a little flash, and it keeps catching my eye from like the corner of my eye. It keeps tripping me out like someone's commenting. But it's nobody. Nobody's there, Zip. You're crazy. I got a lot on my list this week. Need to get to it. My sleeping pattern's just all jacked up. I play chauffeur to my wife and my sisters. They go to work at two different times of the day and get off at two different times of the day and different directions of the city. Excuse me. So it kind of jacks up a lot of my just my flow. I'm not sure if it's an ADHD thing or what, but it really just like messes with everything. All right, let's clean it up. Turn this into multiply. Bring it down to 75%. Let's bring our screen up to 35 as well. So this was shadows. Shad 2 for shadows 2. Let's just call this Shad 1. That's looking good. All right. So now we're going to do the highlights, which I think are going to be kind of like a bluish color. Soft round brush for this. Just kind of going roughly where I think the light's going to be hitting him the most. Got a little bit of bounce light right here. Same thing here. A little bounce. I'm using this soft round brush just to kind of I was told never to use this brush by a couple of artists who are really good color painters, but I am not listening to them because I think it works really well, and I get why they don't use it because it looks too artificial, but I don't see digital ever not looking artificial. Artificial. There you go. Even when, you know, like digital artwork, you know, they try to use like watercolor brushes and everything, it always just looks like digital watercolor. And that's not knocking it. I like that look a lot of times, but Let's be honest. That's what it looks like. So, when it comes to me doing this, I just lean into the artificial look. The digital look. I don't fight losing battles. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, doesn't matter. There's rules for everything. I always ignore them. Bring this down to 75%. I changed it to what's this? A glow dodge layer. Let's come in, keep adding some more highlights. Let's bring down these shadows some more. It's a little too much. 25 seems pretty good. Alright, we'll bring this down to 60%. That's good. I like that. I like how that looks. Alright, now we're going to make another highlighted area and call this first one HL1. You can call this one HL2. You guys can see the names of my stuff. So on HL2, we're going to go with a hard, not round brush, but just my drawing brush. We're going to switch to like a light blue. Bring up that symmetry brush over here. There we go. I'm nervous. I teach my class tomorrow again. I haven't thought up a new assignment. I gotta do that tonight. I'm thinking what we're going to do is we're going to work on expressions of their characters. So they're going to pick their main character of their story, their comic idea, and some little highlights there. And I'm going to give them a spreadsheet of like happy, sad, whatever, other mad, angry, excited, things like that. And I'm gonna have them do that for their characters. I already have a feeling though that a couple of them are gonna be like, "Well, my character wears a mask, so you're not gonna be able to see." I'm gonna be like, "Ha, shut up!" Because guess what? You could do expressions even with the mask. And then the kids are gonna be crying, and I'm gonna throw them out a window. No, just joking. Uh, even with masks, you can always show expression, especially when it comes to illustration. So I want them to kind of break out of that mindset that they can't draw expressions to their characters. Yeah. Want this to go away. So I don't want that to be like. I'm not sure. Is the center of his thing glowing too? Yeah, that's supposed to be glowing red as well. Okay. Just checking. So this guy's like mostly black, but to give him one so that the artist can see, he could always darken it when the 3D artist can see all the parts. This guy is just a bunch of plates put together. So I'm words. No, so I'm making it lighter so that he can see. Put a little bit of rim lighting right here. Can't believe how much uh eyes I've gotten with that Spider-Man piece. I'm happy, don't get me wrong, but I just wish I got that much attention for my original stuff rather than the fan art stuff. Ugh, I hate drawing fan art. But luckily, that was a fan of not Spider-Man, but Spider-Man, Minnesota Spider-Man. Someone told me they wish they could see that in a Marvel comic, so I tagged Marvel in my response to it, and I was be like, "That would be pretty cool if they hired me for at Marvel. Hire me, you cowards!" But they probably can't afford me. Because if Marvel ever was asked me about, hey, we want you to work for us, I'll be like, all right, here's my price. I know you guys got the funds for it. And if they go like, oh, you're not popular enough to warrant that, I'll be like, all right, well, fuck you. I have been told that I am extremely what's the word, stubborn or proud about not working for uh a big company. Mainly because they never care for their artists. Until I see them actually care for their artist, I will respect Marvel and DC and all that. But until then, they can go fuck themselves. Uh, the past couple of years, so many big artists, people who created a lot of what makes Marvel famous now, died without a penny and needed help. They had to do GoFundMe's just to get medical attention or something. So, yeah, I'm not in a rush or I'm not seeking out employment with the big three. I'm gonna have you on my TV in the background as I play some games with my friends. Hey, yeah, no worries. Thank you for hanging out. Absolutely. Play them games. I was gaming last night with my homie John. We were playing some Hunt Showdown. We did alright. We died a few times by some silly stuff, but we still did pretty good. Think we should try to play what is that? The pirate game. More just cuz we got it. Might as well play that game some. It's a fun game. It's missing something. I don't know what it is though, but that game is missing something. Some of that je ne sais quoi, that sacre bleu. I don't know what any of that means. At least it's not Fallout 76 though. That game is trash. Oh, heck yeah. Alright, now we're going to lower down the, or change that into a glow dodge. Lower down the opacity on that to there. Actually, let's try glow overlay. I don't like that. Glow dodge. Alright, so now that we got that, I want to do something else. Come over here. I'm going to pick some of this red, this dark red color that they have. Using this red color, we're going to kind of look at my reference again real quick. It doesn't seem to have any other glowy bits anywhere else. I'm not a fan of how light the leg color is, so we are going to change the color of some of this. Here, we're gonna go a little bit darker on the gray. Hey, how's it going, Sonderbread? Is this an original character? Hey, saw you were live. Studying figure drawing. I got a new art book I've been liking a lot. Ooh, awesome. Yeah, this is an original character for Vanquishers, TCG. I'm doing a turnaround here of the character. Front, side, back, helmet off. And it's for Vanquishers. TCG is the name of the card game. You can check them out on Instagram. Oh, here it is. Vanquishers. Ooh. Let's go to the glowy bits. We're going to lower down the opacity on this to 50% is pretty good. And then I'm going to do another. Actually, let's put this underneath the line work. So like that, because then above the line work, I'm gonna use a screen. My brush is tiny. Oh, let's bring in my modifier of do that. Kind of like bounce slide over some spots here. Very lightly. How you doing, Sonder? How's your week? How's your day? How is life? Go over here, screen. Look at that. See? Look at that. Now we got the glowing off of the metal there. A little bit of glow right there against the edge of that, just to show how strong that glow is. We could bring this down to 70%. Good. Been super busy. Oh yeah. Good. Been super busy lately though, so I haven't had much time to do anything outside of classes and work. Oh man, I feel that. I've been teaching a lot lately. Oh, excuse me. I've been teaching some classes at here in St. Cloud, teaching kids how to draw between the ages of, I think the youngest person we have in there is 8, and the oldest person we have in there is either 13 or 15. I'm not too sure. But yeah, it's been a pretty good productive week. Sorry, I'm just looking at this. This looks, his front, oh shit, the front looks good. Let's say we lower the opacity on this screen, top screen. So let's say we're going to lower that to 25%. Makes it just a little bit darker, and that's what I want. I don't want them too light where you can see absolutely everything. I mean, we can. Let's see what happens if I do that. Nah, he looks more purple that way. So this way I can kind of keep it low there. So 25, that's our color. I want to come over here with my soft brush and just clean up a little bit of this purple here. I don't like it. There we go. You know what, let's go back to 35. I think 35 is pretty... No, let's find a middle ground. 30. 30% on that. Okay, and then this, you're going to add... Boom. Bring this down. 30 as well. And we're going to start shading that now. Because I have... For some reason, I put that on its own layer. Don't know why. I don't know what my thinking was there. I need to grab this color real quick. And before I do anything else, come over here. I'm gonna make a little what's this? That's that. A little guide for my shadow colors. This is shadows. Alright, let's find out my highlights, because I didn't do that either. Also, let's make a character color comp here. And what is that? What is a character color comp? Well, I will show you. It is this. Just getting... Call this color palette, not color comp. AI viewers. I think this should be white actually. Let's go. Boop. Actually, let's just delete that altogether because we don't really need that. Where are we? Calligraphy. Actually, let's do it with the color that it's corresponded with. There we go. We got that set up there. We can put this right here, I think. That's a good spot for it. I hate those bots. Me too. Alright, so we got that. Now we're gonna come over here. The screen there. Grab this. Shadows. That's right. Call that shadows 1. Call this flats. Call this a screen. Just environmental lighting, but environmental lighting is too long of a name for a layer. Okay, call this shad 2. And let's get to the shading. Go to my zip pen. It's just this weird wonky shaped brush. See how that shape is? That's all my pen is. It's just a weird wonky shape that I created into a line. It gives me like nice edges that I don't know, that I dig. The lines aren't always the same whenever you move about. Okay, let's get rid of that ruler for a second. Because now I can kind of come in here without having some hatching here. Love hatching. There we go. So you said you were busy with school. What you been studying, Sonder? If you don't mind me asking. If you don't want to say it, it's fine. I understand. You hate me. Multiply, bring this down to 62%. I like that. Call this highlights 1. Soft highlights first. And the areas that I feel like the light would be hitting it the most. So right here around the edge, center part where it billows out. I don't care if it hits the shadows too much because light bounces. And go to glow dodge. Bring that down to right there to a 65. Small difference, you can see it. Boom. Alright, we're gonna now use a lighter version of this blue. I'm gonna go like halfway to white. Make this also another glow dodge. And then Bring this down to, I'm going to say 25%. Ooh, that looks nice. I'm going to fix this little blotch right there. I didn't like that too much. Boom. Just a chem class right now is what I've been working on. LOL. Ooh. Chemistry. I never got to memorize. I never got to memorize the periodic table like I'm pretty sure I should have. What is this? Sorry, I'm getting but I should. I mean, I can still do so now. I don't know why I am. But I had my chemistry teacher in high school. I shared that classroom with her son, her actual son from school, and that kid was weird. He was really into hentai, which is, not weird in itself, but he would bring me like printouts of scenes that he liked, and I'll be like, "That's cool, man. I don't want to see this." And she was all like, "I'm really happy he's making friends." And I used to be like, "Ah, man, all right, I guess I'm this kid's friend. I don't want to." But he was pretty cool. I remember the movie that he liked was called Cool Devices. He's like, when he first met me, he's like, "Hey, Zip, you like anime, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You should check out Cool Devices. It's a really good anime. It has a lot of good action scenes, and it's action-packed and this and that." He's like, "Check it out. It's at Hollywood Video." This is back then when you had to rent movies. But I went and I rented it and brought it home, and boy, did I get in trouble. Because I put it on. I'm like, "Yeah, this is an anime, a cartoon." My mom saw it and was not happy with it. I'm not into college yet, but I'm planning to go into education and try to get a bachelor's or associate's in art as well. But I haven't planned it all out fully. I get it. All my plans didn't fall through. Well, no, that's not true. They did. They just didn't last. They didn't go the way I thought they were going to go when I had these plans. Like, it always had a lot of happy accidents that pop up. Sorry, I'm just staring at this, trying to see what else I might need to do to it. I think that's good. I think that's polished his front. Let's go and start the next piece. Oh, let me memorize the layers. 35 for a shadow, 25 for a second shadow, 60 for the glow, and 50 for the second glow. Okay. All right. I don't think anything actually goes the way someone plans it originally. I just know I want to go for something art related. That is awesome. If you're here in St. Cloud, there's this lady who's pretty much like the person to know for the art scene here in St. Cloud. Her name is Heidi Jeub. Heidi, Heidi, Jeub, Jeub. She runs a lot of the art stuff here. The art crawl, for example, in downtown. She's the one who sets that up every other month, I think it is, or every month. I forgot how that goes. And then she also has she's running the art program, summer program for these kids here as well that I teach at. She also has an art gallery, or I think she had an art gallery downtown. I'm not sure if she still has it there. But she's a lady you want to get to know. Look her up on Facebook and stuff. Heidi Jeub. A really, really cool lady. That looks really good. Everything looks great there. So if you're like interested in pretty much education in the arts, she's the one to talk to. She also helps a lot of like artists and programs get grants and stuff. $35, $25. $35. Call this Shad 2. Call this screen. That's lines, flats. Okay, we got everything labeled there. By the way, Sonder, I just realized I don't think you might be the person I think you are. My apologies. I automatically assumed you were in St. Cloud. You're good. Definitely not, though. I live out in Kentucky. Yeah, no, I automatically, my brain went, oh, that's the guy, that's the kid I met at one of the conventions, not conventions, outdoor shows, and then I started to slowly, uh, realize that you're not that person. I am sorry. Sorry. Still though. Anyways, I hope you find all the right folks to help you out in a career in art study, essentially, or maybe art history, art curating, all that stuff. Oh man, I've been doing this in the wrong layer. All right, let's undo this. Oh, we gotta put the Kentucky. Trying to think, do I know anybody else from Kentucky? I don't think I do. I went to school with a lot of people from different places. I'm pretty sure I know somebody from Kentucky. This guy's coming out nice. Man, I've been riding high on I explained it yesterday to to the stream yesterday. But I'm gonna say it again. Um, when I was teaching the other day, I had one of the kids come up to me and he's like, "Hey, you heard of Reacher?" And I'm like, "The show?" And he's all like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know what Reacher is. I know who he is." And he goes, "That's what you remind me of." And man, I am going to ride high on that compliment for fucking months. Because that's awesome. This kid thought I was Reacher. Or I reminded him of Reacher. I told my wife, and she was all like, "That's cool. Who's Reacher?" And I was like, "Never mind." 'And I essentially played fetch with children. They told me, "Hey Zip, come play with us outside," because it was lunchtime, and I was like, "All right, I'll play with you guys. What do you guys want to play?" And they're like, "Have you heard of the stick game?" And I was just like, I have not. What pray tell is the stick game?" And they're like, "Here, you gotta help us find a cool stick." Found a stick. They're like, "Yeah, and then you throw it, and then we gotta go and catch it, or we gotta go and get it and bring it back to you." And I'm like, "So this is just fetch. I'm playing fetch with children." And it was fun. 60 and then 50. All right, this one's at 60. And then we're gonna make another layer. Put this at 50% opacity. And also at glow dodge. Make it a pen. And go halfway from that blue color to white. Bam, bam, bam. Let's get rid of this ruler for a second. It's a little too thick. Let's thin out that line there. There we go. Maybe a little bit of a rim light. Whoa. Yeah, the guy looks beastly. I like it. Yeah, pop my back. Oh! I'm not sure if you guys heard those pops, but they were awesome. Alright, so the front of his face is done. Whew. Let's get the back. Sides. Okay, the back now. The hell's this? What is this? I don't know. So that's gonna be shadows. Shad 1. Make another one. Shad 2. Then we're gonna go highlights 1. And then we're gonna make this highlights 2. Call this lines. Weird. Okay, there you go. Good, good, good. All right, put this underneath our lines. I don't... What are these layers? Oh, these are on my lines. Well, we can delete all these because we don't need them anymore. 35. This is 25, right? Let's check. Let's double check. 35, 25, 60, 50. Okay. I'm looking at the opacity levels for each layer here, so I can just kind of match them. These two are multiply layers, and these two are glow dodge layers. Alright. Go to our soft brush. Make it kind of big. Let's grab our shadow color. So multiply, shadow now. We're going to go with the hard shadows. Oh, whoops. We got to do a quick symmetry line or symmetry tool. There we go. Much better. Doesn't know it doesn't look like I'm doing much of a change, but it's a very, very subtle shading here. Sometimes the subtleness works. This guy has a lot of little moving parts. Hope the Vanquisher guys end up watching. I like it when they show up. Pretty cool dudes. I just noticed something. It's a couple of wonky color things here going on here. So, let's fix that. What else? What else? Oh yeah. Let's use that. Anything else? Do I need to do it anywhere else? No. Oh, looks good. Okay. Highlights time. And bring this soft round brush and oh, wrong layer. Soft round brush, and then we're gonna pull away from there a little bit. It's too much. There we go. What time is it? Oh shit. Okay. We got 1 hour left. Before I gotta go pick up the wife. All right, now we go to the next setup of highlights. Hard highlights. Let's bring that there. I like doing my highlights with little squiggly lines. I don't know, something about it looks nice to me. I used to be very adamant in making them like really soft and gradient, gradually moving in. But as I got older, I find myself really liking this stylized look of throwing down highlights. I don't know where I got it from, because I'm pretty sure I saw it somewhere and then I just took that and copied it. I saw an art piece and I'm like, oh, I love the way those highlights look. I'm gonna do that. Just like that. I said it just like that. Oops, I just noticed something. Gotta clean this up. Let's hide this. Ah, I got a spider on me. Freak me out. feel like we've listened to this same song a few times now. I don't hate it, I'm just saying. What the hell, man? I know this guy's an assassin and all, but I feel like all his gadgets and stuff, like all this metal on him, he probably just sounds like just a clanking mess just running down a corridor. It's like stealth. Can't really tell, but I'm just zigzagging this pen really fast to get these sections. I'm pretty much doing this. Over here, we're gonna kind of pull back some of those shadows here, just because a little too dark for me. Jeez. All right, so we got most of that back. Come in here with a soft round brush, kind of make it kind of small. Let's bring that symmetry tool over here. All right, and then we turn that into I believe it's a glow dodge. No, we're gonna go add glow 55. Okay. 55. Nope. Here we go. 55. Turn this into... Oh no, not glow. Add glow. There we go. And then above that, over the lines, we're going to go with a screen. And I believe it's 70%. Make this brush just a little bit bigger. Make this brush smaller, like right there. Kind of do this to make it seem like it's glowing and catching some of the glow. So the glow's being caught in here. Caught against the edge here. Wait a second. Oh, I was on the wrong layer. Okay, let's fix that. Forgot to do that here with this. It needs a little bit more right here. Okay, so we got that. Now we gotta do the skirt part. Skirt. Stupid. All right. Just label shad 1, shad 2, highlight 1, highlight 2. Highlight 2 is at 50% opacity. Highlight 1 is at 60% opacity. Shadow 2 is at 25%. And Shadow 1 is at 35%. No. 25. Soft round brush. Again with the subtle shadows. Now the highlights. I think this was I think this is a glow dodge. Now we go for our hard highlights. I think this is also a glow dodge. Sometimes it's not the right type of squiggles. You gotta go back and fix it. So 60 and then 65. Wait, what? 65 and then 25. Okay. And then these shadows were 60%? I'm going to lower this down to 45 because it doesn't look right 65 wise, which is fine. We fixed that. That's done. Front and back are done. And the front facing head, so now just the sides. What time is it? Oh, right, we got time. Okay. We're going to try to do this as quickly as we can. So before we do anything else, though, we gotta color in all these spots. Okay, am I missing anything else? Am I missing anything else? Oh, right here. Okay, and then we've got to change the leg colors. Alright. Everything looks alright. Okay. What are the opacity numbers? 55, 55, 60, 65, 25. Okay. So this is 55, 62, 65, 25. Wait, wrong ones. No, 35, 25, 60, 50. 35, 25, 60, 50. Okay. Third. Oh, that's 60. Is that correct? 60-50. Correct. Okay, cool. Now the hard shadows. All right. Highlights. Oh, wait. I haven't even been coloring this guy. All right. Now the highlights. Did you just come in here to crop dust me, cat? Really? That's gross. Cat just came in here and farted in my direction. Oof, it's pretty bad. Almost done. Gotta go. Oh man. All right, now for our hard highlights. Turn this into a glow dodge as well. Come in here. Highlight our edges. I want to take this time to say thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. I know I say it a lot, but again, I really appreciate it. Thank you. You chose to hang out with me tonight, and that isn't nothing. That means a lot to me. I hope your night continues, and your week, but your whole life. I hope it goes well. Hope you're having a good time. Relaxing, maybe doing some homework, playing some video games, drawing yourselves. Hope you're having a good time. Hope life is being kind to you. And if it's not, don't worry. You got this. If you're having any issues like, self-loathing or whatever like that, I hope you know that I think you're cool. And that your brain is being silly. But I understand. I deal with that too myself. But don't listen to imposter syndrome. Also want to ask, have you guys been drinking your water today? If not, go get yourself a glass. And that little baby glass, I mean a glass. A fucking glass. And drink some water. Even if you're like, I haven't had any, but I don't think I want to get a glass of... Go get a glass of water. I ain't telling you again. Oh, wrong button. I'm just kind of keeping track of where my light source is coming from. It's top above them, so that's why I'm able to kind of just zoom in and just do the work without zooming out, because I already know where the light source is and how we're. When I'm sketching, I'm pulled back, like I have my canvas pulled all the way back. But when I'm doing this, I don't need it to be pulled back all the way. Nice. All right. Now we're gonna go to our red. Get a soft round brush. Make it kind of small. Come in here. Turn that into a add glow. Bring that down some. 75 seems pretty good. Above our lines now, we're gonna go and make that screen layer option. And then we're gonna start painting over the lines. And I just realized I forgot to paint the arms. No worries, I'll go and do that right away. Yeah, do the highlights on the arms. That's all I'm missing. Is arm light up there? No, okay. Just checking. Yo, Schmeckles! Just finishing up. Got this character turnaround. They said they wanted it fully colored. So that's what I'm doing. This here. Come over here. Grab this red. Make this smaller. How you doing tonight, man? I wanted to do some Crimson Blade, but I don't think I'm going to have time for this stream. I have to leave in about 30 minutes. I got class to teach tomorrow. I don't think I need those highlights and shadows anymore. We can move this. Oh. This in our color palette. What the fuck? Oh, okay, I see what I did wrong. Haha. That there. Rid of the background. And dang, this guy's done. Goofy mofo. Let's go with a nice little gradient of color there. Let's add some since I got some time, let's add some rough effects spray paint noise. All right, let's see what that is. All right, I can deal with this. This looks pretty cool. And turn that into an overlay. Boom, very light overlay change. Let's do another one. We'll go with white. I'm gonna go with this mist spray. Yeah. A subtle spray of white in the background. I'm gonna go with this sponge. Turn this into an overlay as well. Bring that down to, I don't know, 55%. Just kind of put in this little bit of white. Let's see if I put it as a glow. Oh, as a glow, it's too much, but at least I can see what it is. All right, then we lower it down. More. That's good. Let's go 12%. 12% looks nice. Actually, let's bring it down to 10%. No, 8%. I want it very, very subtle. That's subtle. And this part, I'm going to put down a little word that says art by calligraphy. this Vanquisher's... Wait, what the hell is that? Oh, that's that. Okay, where's this Vanquisher's thing? What if I got rid... Go overlay. Ooh, I like the overlay on there. We're gonna do this. Put that there. Make another layer. Paint that black. Make that also an overlay. Lower down opacity until I like it. That looks good. Be right here, Vanquisher's TCG. Actually, we should put that over here next to the box stuff. That right there, and then we put that Bach lettering lower. Actually, let's get rid of that lettering. Let's make it look better. Because I got time. Oh. I want that B just to be a little bit bigger, so we're going to do that. That looks like a G, so let me fix that. I don't like the way that breaks up right there. What if I break it up like this? Kind of like that. Let's bring that H a little closer. Alright, let's change the color of that to match with the rest. We're going to make that red. Make that red. Yeah, weird. There we go. Make a layer underneath it. Oh. There we go. That black. Or maybe that color. Go a little darker than that. Okay, we're going to duplicate that. make that completely black. Actually, let's make that color. I think that looks nicer. Because then we can cover up the whole thing. Let's merge all this. Merge, merge. Grab all that. Make a layer underneath that. Expand by 30. And that will be black. And now we have our outline. No, let's do that again. There we go. I like that. That looks better. Or I can just go white. I think white probably better. Or nothing at all. I think nothing at all is probably much, much better. Let's delete that. And leave it like that. Beautiful. All right. Control S. Just in time. Okay. Let's make sure I also PNG. Final. Yes. Also got to save as a PSD, so we'll save a duplicate. PSD Photoshop file. I'll label this Bach Turnaround Final PSD. And then the time lapse as well. Oh, I didn't record it. All right, it doesn't matter. That's fine. But we finished this piece, folks. Thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna head out here. I gotta go pick up my wife from work. But it's been fun, been good. We got a lot done. And yeah, you all have a good